So, if we had any followers, if you guys found us on a different channel, whatever, we're on like session 9 now. Storm King's Thunder.
We're still alive.
The characters are in Bryn Shander, the northern town and the community known as Ten Towns, in the heart of Icewind Dale, in the shadow of Kelvin's Cairn, north of the spine of the world, east of the sea of moving ice, where the winds blow, where the quick, someone play the immigrant song. Okay. And you had found your Markham Subtle, had broken the news to him. He's a stoic man. He's a man of very few words. If the news of the loss of his sister has bothered him, it's only in subtle ways you notice it, in the way that maybe his mind is drifting a bit, and he has to pull himself back to where he is. But you don't really see him break down. When suddenly there's a raucous and a big commotion and a blast of a horn, and you guys go outside to the dark and blowing snow, and you can see that. Let's see what the weather is like first. Now that we're talking weather, I know it's the same day because it was a full-out blizzard before, but the sun has gone down. So let's see what it is now. I want someone who's going to roll me a bunch of dried D20s, straight D20s. Who? Okay, well, someone roll me one. Let's find out what the temperature is like first. Just a die 20.
In my hand.
An 8, Ryan. Okay, Michael, you roll now.
It is 13.
And you rolled a 13, and I need one more.
A 12.
A 12. The weather has calmed down. The blizzard has ended. The wind has ended. But it's nighttime. Because it does get dark early up north.
Better to get a storm here.
Pardon me?
It's better to get a storm here because...
Well, right.
Yeah.
So that's...
We'll get there.
When you guys come out, like, you know, by now, like you said, down at the store, like there's a lot of snow out. And there's commotion, there's, like, chaos. I said you guys make your way to the southwest gates. You can see that the guards have shut the gates. And it looks like there's normally more guards. It looks like that there's really only 3 guards at the gate.
Oh dear.
And they're closing the gate. And you hear, for the second time, in a huge rumbling voice, shouting from the other side of the gate. A ways in the distance, not right behind the gate, right? But like, bring me our December.
Who is that guy and what did he do to piss off a giant?
Want the ring. Chaos all over. When you guys the gate itself, the wooden gate, is flanked by 30-foot high cylindrical stone towers that you can go inside of or on top of. There are wooden walkways that run along the walls. Usually there's guards on them, but there doesn't look like there's too many fucking guards around. You can see that once you get up and you get a clear sight, you can see moving through the night.
How far is the on the walkways up on top of the walls? How far down is the walkway platform from the top of the wall?
don't know. I would say like 4 or 5 feet, but there's like I would say there's crenellations or stuff for you to look out of if that's what you're wondering. If
Yeah,
what you're
that's what
wondering for. But
that's why I was wondering because
It's
it's only 3 feet.
and the towers have like crenellations and stuff on top, and the towers are actually nicely heated too. They have wood stoves in them.
Ooh. At the sign of
Cozy.
the roar, Claude would take to the top of a tower.
Okay. Yes, you could come up and like this the haze from Smoking Chimney. Cloud, you get the best view of it because you're up there. You could see that there is a lot of chaos all over with people as the word is spreading. There are the gates right below you here slam shut, and you hear big thunk thunk as they put the bar across, and you look. And you could see that out at the base of the hill that Bryn Shander stands upon is a group of hill giant, or not hill giants, frost giants. And you could see that many of them have spread around and are encompassing the entire city. But the road that leads in through this gate at the base of the hill is standing what appears to be a she-giant. And she's wearing, it looks like she's wearing like a helmet or something like that made from the skull of like a woolly mammoth. Like you could see it has like the big long tusks on it.
Hey,
And-
Carl, do you think that you can woo this one?
She's wearing armor that looks to be made of breastplates and shields that have medium size that have been hammered flat and laced together to make scale mail. She's wearing a long fur cloak, and she has blue skin, and her hair looks like it's like just icicles. If you've ever been in the cold when you're breathing and the steam from your breath forms ice in your hair.
Happens to be my beard all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what her hair is like. And she is accompanied by what appears to be 2 guards. And yeah. Anyways, and you can see it's like the giants are circling the city.
Carl
And
would want to make his way up to a position on the wall.
Mhm.
And if he needs a box or something to stand on so his head and shoulders would be visible.
Mhm.
He'd,
Yeah, you can easily do that. Even like on the like the stone blocks themselves, easy enough handholds for you to just on the inside here, like you know what I mean. Like there'd be like a little ledge or something, easy enough for you to peek over. Because I mean, they do have like dwarves and stuff here, right? So I mean, it would take into consideration smaller folk, whether the crenellations or arrow slits or whatever.
Before getting up there, Garl will cast disguise self on himself
Okay.
to make him look about a foot bigger, look like a frost giant toddler.
Infant, more like.
Yeah, you almost look like a blue dwarf.
Yeah. And then he'll climb up and get up onto the box, and down at the female that's down there hollering these commands, he'll holler, "Save me, Auntie! Save me! They say
It's epic.
back, they'll kill me!"
It's either going to make her very angry or very confused.
The sheriff and the lady come up, and they are met by one of the 3 guards is that dwarven woman that met you guys when you guys came in, and like they just placed the bar across the gates here, And she runs up to like the lady and the sheriff, and she stops and she gives like a smart fucking salute. Right? She's just, even in the panic of things, she's like following protocol and procedure. And he
Good
says,
soldier.
and the sheriff says, "What's going on, Aldrith?" And she says, "These giants, they came out of nowhere from the west. I assume from the sea of moving ice. And that one, their leader, she's been shouting about a ring and Artisember. I don't even know of such a person." "Well, I've never heard that name either." And then the lady's like, "Take me to the top of the tower. Let's see if we can make sense of all of this." And then she again snaps a salute, and Aldreth goes over and she opens like the door to like let the sheriff lead the lady into like this nice warm tower. Smell of wood smoke. It's all stone floor, stone cylindrical tower. He leads her up these stairs, inside, up a level where it's still enclosed, but it meets up with like the catwalks that run along the walls. And he leads her up even higher to a hatch, flips open the door where Cloud, a trap door in the roof, just kind of flips open, and up comes the sheriff, Markham Subtle, with the lady who like runs the town. And you can see it kind of surprises you at first, right? Because like, don't forget, there's like a foot of snow up here. So just suddenly you just see like the snow kind of moves here. What the hell? And then all of a sudden the trap door gets pushed open, and a gap appears with the sheriff and the lady coming up. Some of the snow falls down. If anyone else is following, you might get some snow down your collar when he flips open that trap door. But you guys, they come up onto the roof with you, Cloud. The sheriff like just glances at you. He recognizes that you're one of these adventurers in your white Arctic owl plumage. Anyone else going up to the roof? You guys, Scooter's on the wall,
I
on the
will
catwalk.
definitely try.
Okay, yeah.
I'd like to, if I can see one of the guards, just like, how many warriors do you have?
Markham says there. Well, okay. Aldreth says there's 3 at this gate. I don't know where the other went, and the ones on the
My
walls.
total.
In total, sir, there's usually 20 on a shift.
Oh my fucking god, we're dead.
Well, she says that's guards. I do think that the militia is gathering what forces they can for backup, but there's 2 other gates. There's one to the north and one to the east.
Attack on Titan.
Was that?
I said we're gonna have to kill them all, or die trying.
That or find a guy with a ring and give it back. Though it sounds like a marital dispute.
Oh yeah, what is a Simber?
Well, let's think about this then. A ring for them, it's going to be a lot bigger than what we would think a ring was.
That's a good point. So,
Not a name anyone has heard of.
could be a pseudonym, like a fake name.
Mm-hmm.
How about we tell him that he's not here?
Or
Lady-
ask if they know what they look like.
The lady says they're still very far away. I don't know if I can shout. Could anyone help me?
Yeah, I can yell real loud.
Ryan can. I'm
Almost
sorry.
heard me.
What was her name?
As far I can
Far
concentrate
Eye.
and make
Far
my
Eye.
voice.
Far I can use sending, can't she?
Well, Yeah, but I'd rather not waste a spell. I can make her voice sound 3 times as loud, though.
You can tell
Perfect.
them that we have a full army and not to come.
Or you can
Yeah,
just tell him
I'll-
that the guy left yesterday and he went east.
Or just
Oh.
ask what the guy looks like.
Tell them we have 3 million men strong.
I'm gonna
Will
use
they actually be in
thaumaturgy. I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and make the mayor woman's voice 3 times as loud.
Okay.
Okay, use thaumaturgy for Duvessa Shane.
Yeah,
That's her name.
yeah.
And she shouts in this voice that carries over
He
to
left.
Gap. And
You
if I remember correctly,
just missed him. He went east. Whispering in her ear.
where the hell? I gotta see, because she might have. I actually think she speaks.
I speak giant. And she needs a translator.
Yeah.
I mean, the first giant,
Yeah,
first giant
she does.
shouted in common anyway, so.
Yeah.
No need for a translator.
Crap, because I would just said whatever the fuck I wanted.
No, she wasn't speaking in common. I'm just saying because Michael knows giant.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
She goes to the top and you guys are at top and you amplify her. She shouts
Yep.
a giant. But, she shouts, she says, "Who is it you're looking for?" The giant says, "I'm searching for the Ring of Winter. I know he has it. I know he is there. Hand him over or die."
Ring of Winter.
Is that why it's always so cold here?
Ooh, challenge him to
Now.
single combat.
Creeping
I
Silence.
will
Have you heard?
let. I
Have you
will
heard
let.
any story? Yeah. Go.
I
Yeah.
will let the bard
Yes.
roll a history, an intelligence history check.
Oh boy, I'm just checking into my intelligence. I don't have any pluses on my intelligence.
If
Oh.
you're proficient with history, add your proficiency bonus.
+3. And if you're not, add +2.
I don't remember if I put down history as a proficiency. I don't think I did.
Then +2.
Yep, then add +2 for your jack of all trades.
Okay, so that just be a regular 1d20
Yes, a 1d20 plus
plus 2.
your half, yeah.
Sometimes I hate my rolls. I've only got a 4.
Dude, you need that instead.
Don't forget, everybody has an inspiration
Yeah.
that they can use.
You
anytime
want to
they
use
want.
that, Catherine?
Might as well.
Well,
I'll try.
let's put it this way: we've been playing for 9 weeks and no one's used one once.
I
Okay.
used mine before.
Oh, I think maybe you are the one who did it. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'll use it now. Might as well. And I've got. Oh, that's better. Oh, bit better. I've got 12.
Because you're a bard, you know at least this much. Ring of Winter is. Oh. I almost want to get sneaky and just send you a message.
Go for it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh, I gotta go get my keyboard though.
Here, you just tell me and I'll type it to her.
No,
Good one.
I'll tell you with it because with the 12-year. Okay, Ring of Winter is something you've heard of.
Huh?
You don't know if it's real.
Well, it sounded like a myth when I had first heard it.
And it's a ring that has the power to turn the whole planet to ice.
Oh shit, we can't let them have that.
Well, that depends on what we're going to do with it, and that's why I thought it was a myth.
But it could bring on an ice age at the command of the wearer.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, it's not here, right? So we're good.
An ice giantess just said that she knows the ring is here and we're circled by giants. How can it not be here?
She's wrong. You know, giants aren't
Yeah.
necessarily known to be the best investigators around.
I
Well,
think
we
the
can ask
best
them then.
case scenario. I think the
Well,
best
we can
case
ask her how
scenario
to
here
know.
is the best case scenario here is that it's not here.
Well, she's the only way to confirm that it's not here. Well, might as well ask her how she knows and what she plans to do with it.
The lady nods and turns back and shouts again with the aid of the thaumaturgy
Yep.
and says, "We do not know of whom you speak, and the ring is not here." The giant says, "I know you lie.
No, you don't.
We know that the blood of the worm that holds the ring is there. If you lie, you choose to die."
Oh shit. Okay.
And she
That's how she knows.
raises to her lips, strung around her neck. It looks like a big mammoth tusk carved into
Ooh,
a
dear.
It's
horn
a horn.
that she holds up to her lips, and she goes but lower, in like octaves lower. You barely hear it. It's just so subsonic that you feel the vibrations through your chest, and snow shakes off of everything.
That's a freaky feeling.
As she stops, you hear it echo, and it just echoes. It just moves like a freight train. It just keeps going farther east behind. You can just hear it go into the mountains and even reflect back. But when she blows it, all the giants are set in motion, and they begin climbing the hill to get within 100 feet of Bryn Shander, at whence they begin hurling rocks.
We need to find that ring.
I don't think that's gonna matter now. They're
Whatever you guys
coming in.
do,
They're coming in.
blood
They're gonna
is gonna
kill
come with that.
anyone with.
Alex and Ryan are talking at the same time.
Sorry, Alex. Go ahead.
You were talking first. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm saying it's no. I don't think it's gonna matter if we find the ring now. Other than to keep it away from them, because they're coming in and killing us one way or the other. Like there's no reasoning with.
I don't think letting them have the ring is a good idea either. Or else, you know,
Yeah.
Ice Age grapes don't grow very well in Ice Age. There'd be no more wine.
There
Okay,
would be
well,
no
then
more wine. I never even thought of that. That's brilliant. If you had to already use your inspiration, I'd give you one again.
Yeah. So we must stop them from having it, or else there'll be no more wine or beer or barley to make beer, and that just can't be. To arms, citizens
so
of
we could-
defend against the giants.
How are we going to defeat them?
So you're
like this,
saying
so I
if they
my
take
bow
the
out and
ring,
hot shot.
there will be no more snow in the area,
That's a possibility.
and then
Or there'll be
like
snow
a
in every area.
Okay, then they have to destroy the one ring.
Eh,
One ring to rule them all in the darkness
Bad
bind
idea.
them.
Okay.
Save me, Auntie, save me.
Really?
Shut up, Joe.
Yeah,
It's funny
so
enough, she didn't even pay attention to that.
you guys can do anything you want, but I am going to have to go into battle before they move any closer.
Agreed.
Okay, well, all the best of luck with that.
What's the range on a short bow?
Oh, that's. Let me
Ah.
get my eyes on. It's. I want to say 120 feet or 80 feet.
Would you like to mount a bat?
They're throwing rocks. They're throwing rocks in it right now.
No. They're going to throw rocks when they get to 100 yards.
In the interim, I can charge. I can take a few long distance short bow shots.
Yeah.
at 'em.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
This
320
this
feet.
might be a little bit meta, but let's do discuss this.
Okay.
Okay? Because it is a little bit meta, but let's do discuss this. Okay. It says they approach to 100 feet and begin hurling rocks. So let's assume that you guys will have time before they get to 100 feet.
Probably
Okay.
not much more than a round or two.
Right.
13 minutes.
I would be willing to give you guys 2 rounds. But don't forget, the giants are moving 100 feet around. So,
Yeah.
the first round, assume they're 300 feet out. Okay?
Okay.
How far is Auntie from Garl?
300 feet.
Okay, so she's at the 300 foot.
Yes.
Okay.
I've not got a lot I can do at this range.
I got a map that I can put on the messenger for you guys, so you can see what Bryn Chandra looks like.
Oh, you found the Bryn Shander map?
Yep.
Okay,
Oh, that'd be
thanks.
great.
Saves me the
Right.
bother of posting it too.
Yep.
Because I was gonna do it, but
And there you go.
Oh, sorry.
So
Todd. One more.
they're encircling the city, correct?
right.
Yep.
Okay, listen. The southwest gate where you guys are at, that's where you have the leader. Her name is Droofy. She hasn't introduced herself, but Droofy, her 2 bodyguards, and then 9 other. There's 12 giants in total, so 9 others are encircling the city. But her and her 2 bodyguards are outside of that southwest gate.
Okay.
The stables. Yeah, that's okay.
Did you want us to roll?
Okay.
initiative?
Well,
Who's
in
got-
a
okay.
bit.
Okay.
Okay. Who's got range attack? I've not got a lot that can do much at that range.
I got a bow.
Neither have I.
I got a bow. I'll take some pot shots. Grapes shall grow. I shall not allow this.
What is
Eh.
short bow range?
300.
320 feet is
It
the-
is a disadvantage. It's long.
Mm-hmm.
I can attack, sort of, maybe.
15 for initiative.
Okay, but I didn't call for it yet, Ryan.
Oh, I thought you said initiative. Sorry. Okay.
No. Alex asked, and I said, well, we'll get all this stuff straightened out
So,
first.
I
So,
plan on summoning. some
Michael's
giant
got
dogs.
range attacks and Gar's got range attacks.
Okay,
And
Algra says every tower is like equipped with short or well, technically it would be crossbows.
Use a crossbow.
all right.
She has a
Well,
crossbow of her own, but where the other ones are light crossbows, she's carrying a heavy crossbow. It looks of like dwarven build. It looks like it's her personal.
I'm asking because I'm gonna cast Bless on 3 people. So her and our 2 ranged people.
Well, I don't want to get you into too much meta as far as that, but so I'm going to hold my tongue.
Yeah. So
Like,
Bless
these giants are moving in. Some of you guys are like scrambling to take spots to use your short bows. If anyone wants to grab like a light crossbow, they may.
I'll do it. I'll grab it.
Sure. I'll
Um,
keep going. Crossbow.
also like you guys notice that when you're doing this there is you. What is there of you guys? 5, 6? I can't remember now.
There's 5 of us.
There's 5 party members.
Okay,
Claude,
5 party members. The sheriff, the lady, the dwarf guard. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys are like taking positions, you notice that by that time, grabbing from the racks of these crossbow of like weapons and such are 3 other people.
Awesome.
You notice that there is the young man from the temple, where the guys got hit by a snowball. The guy was cleaning snow. The young man who looks like he's from the south, he's there. And there's also the young lady who looked like a bag lady in the market square, who was like gathering firewood and doing chores and stuff for people. She's there. And she's still wearing her like big oversized boots, her big oversized mittens. She's pulled off so that you could see her loading up a crossbow. And also, the one guy that you guys are kind of suspicious of from the bar, he kind of has followed you guys there too. The guy who said that he was caravan guard.
Yep.
And you can see, like, he kind of looks like he's fighting off a cold. But
I have a shot of this. It'll help.
Claude would have spent his 2 turns to summon giant bats if he could and fly out towards them. Try to meet them at the 100-yard mark.
100 foot.
100 foot.
Yeah, because they're technically at 100 yards right now. They're at 300 feet.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
Garl will want to wait till Auntie is 90 feet away before he casts Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay.
That's how long that is.
Okay. Pause.
Yep.
There's the 5 party members. And then there is our sheriff, our lady who runs the town, our dwarf guard. There's our young man from the temple. There is the kind of young bag lady, right? The kind of young street urchin, and the guy who said he was a guard. Within this adventure, right now, if we were at the table, I would be handing you guys each an NPC.
Ooh.
That's the way that this adventure is run. If someone wants to look for them, if everybody wants to look for them, I don't know how it is to even do it. I was trying to think of a way to find them and divvy it up, but fucking PDFs are real shit for me.
So man, I could just like look in the launch manual and take a guard, you know.
If someone wants to just post that link. I bet you Charles is probably already on it because they have the NPCs. Just look up NPCs for Storm King's Thunder, Bryn Shander,
Let's see.
anybody, and they. But the thing is, a PDF. It's like all of them, right? So I could, like, it wasn't a separation, so I could just send one to each person or whatever. So we'll just have to do it, and everyone will have to pick one. But I want everybody to pick an NPC and to run it.
Appendix D.
Huh?
Is it Appendix D?
Yes.
Or something? Yeah, I've got it.
Well,
Hang
there
on.
you go. Okay. So Ryan has access to the characters. He can pick one. So and then let's make sure everybody else has access.
Let's see. Storm King.
I'll take the dwarf guard, Ogric Brighthelm.
Yeah. I believe she has a heavy crossbow.
Yeah. Right here.
Oh, there it
In
is.
the Google Hangouts chat.
Yeah, because I even forgot that you have some D&D Beyond.
Oh, no chat. Send it in Messenger. I can't look at the chat.
Messenger, yeah.
I think.
Well, give me a second, and
Oh,
let
there you go.
somebody- All right.
Alex just posted it.
Okay.
Alright. Well, so do you want me to roll initiative for her as well, or just go on my initiative?
Well, I want to make sure everyone... they're all just going to go on your initiative,
Okay.
but I want everybody to, like, pick it, make sure they have it, make sure everyone's cool. Like, it's
Well,
been,
that might
you know-
not be the right link.
It's we got Greek Brighthelm. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the
that's-
wrong town.
That.
Different town.
Oh. Ogric Brighthelm.
Oh, yeah, no, that's it, yeah. Algrath, that's her. That's the dwarf.
Yep, that's. I picked her.
Yeah. Markham Settle is your sheriff. Devessa Shane is the town leader. Beldora is the urchin. I don't remember the other two people's name right offhand. Oh, what's his name? Syracuse Zale.
Beldora, you say was one of them?
Yeah, Beldora. She's the urchin, the young lady who's gathering wood in the market and
Take
the
her.
homeless.
I'll take her. I got her.
And you see, there's even like role-playing notes and stuff below, so you guys get a little bit of insight.
Hand crossbow. That sucks. Can she not use a light?
Oh yeah, she can. Yeah. Oh, for sure she can.
Medium humanoid illusion human. Is she illusionist?
What?
Oh, it says Beldora, medium humanoid illusion human. Got it.
Oh, Eluskin, it should be.
Oh, a lusk. Oh, okay. My bad. I got bad eyes.
Yeah, that's all right. Eluskin human.
Duck and cover.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're just done in monster stat block style, so they're very easy to understand.
Did anyone take Markham?
Not yet. I think it's dibs, whoever calls first. So
I
you want
guess.
Markham, you be Markham.
I got Markham then.
You're the big sheriff boy there.
Yeah, 18 fucking hit points.
What's the name of the caravan guy?
Oh, what is it? Because if you read his guy there, Sir, I think it's Sir something.
Sir Barrick Nihilith, maybe?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking at him. He seems pretty cool.
Because if you read his role playing notes at the bottom,
Okay. So that's the guy that was the shifty one at the
Yeah.
caravan.
yeah, the one that you didn't trust, yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'll take him if
Yeah.
nobody did.
Nope,
His current quarry is a dwarf brigand, Morval the Weevil.
All right, let's put that over there. So, well, I can do that over here, so it's a little easier.
Well, whoever's got Duvessa, remember she's blessed.
Duvessa and Sirik are still up, and it's up to Kat to decide, I think.
Sorry, who's left? I'm still confused. Oh,
I think it's
Sirak?
Sirak of Sazale.
Yeah.
He's a young man that was like cleaning the steps at the temple and the snowball fight guy, and and there's him, and there's Duvessa Shane, the lady of the town.
She only got 9 hit points.
Yeah, she's just a commoner, I think.
She got a dagger, +2 to hit.
I prefer to go for Sirak because he's got ranged weapons.
Okay.
They're all gonna have ranged weapons.
They could all just grab a crossbow. I figured that's fair enough. That like at the towers there'd be like a small armory or whatever. Okay, so Kat is gonna be Sirik of Sazale. And Kat?
Yep.
Oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways. So Kat, you're gonna be Sirik of Sazale. Michael, you're gonna
Oh, shit, I've already forgot the name.
Beldora, right?
Dora, that is correct.
You're gonna be Beldora. It's gonna be Farai and
Okay.
Ulgreth.
Okay, yeah.
Cloud and Markham.
Yep.
And then Garl and Sir whatever his name is.
Barrett Nihilith.
Yeah.
Left or whatever.
Okay.
Hey, she's a smart. That's why Beldora's pretty wise.
So
Yep.
now we can roll initiative.
Okay.
And everybody just roll your own initiative. The NPC can go on your turn before or after, however you choose fit.
I rolled a 15.
Hey, same here.
17.
Bad guys are also at 17.
Whee!
I had a +2 modifier if that matters. Or if you use that.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I rolled a 16. Question: do I get to roll for the giant bats, or do I have to summon them during combat?
Roll for the bats, because that's what you said you're doing in your 2 rounds before.
19.
Should I just move my voice off Duvessa, or is she still gonna be fighting?
Yeah, you could put it on not her if you want.
Okay, I'll put
Okay,
it on.
and then Garl?
Garl is and Sir Barrick are running their initiative on 14.
On 14. Okay, so far, it's going to be bats, because I'm DM, bad guys,
I say so.
and then Nicodemus, Farai, and Silence have to figure it out.
You probably got higher deck, so you go before me.
Okay.
And then Garl will be closing up the round. So with the top of the round, and like I said, these giants are moving currently moving into position.
Mhm.
Like I said, sorry, Alex, Cloud, you want get your bats to what you want them to do.
I'm going to have them. They have a fly speed of 60. They're going to fly at an angle upward towards them at 60.
Uh-huh.
And they're just going to stay as close to the 100-yard mark as possible.
Okay.
And they're going to hold their attack for the bodyguards as soon as I start attacking or throwing rocks. Try to
Okay.
disrupt it.
Okay. And then the bad guys. They move into 200 feet.
Okay.
Tag 'em.
At 200 feet, Sir Barak would be shooting at one of the bad guys with the heavy crossbow he has.
Okay, do you want to shoot at the leader or one of her guards?
The leader.
Okay.
Let's see here.
If I remember correctly, they're hittable.
He had a 17 to that, according to his sheet.
Did you take into account any disadvantage for range?
He has no disadvantage for range with that.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it would be. Well, let
Yeah.
me roll again. Because they're at 200 feet, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 16.
That still hits.
And I'll take the average damage they give in this for her, for it, and it's 5 piercing.
Okay. You see an arrow, like, strikes her, like, right in the shoulder. And like I said, between, like, these hammered breastplates and shields laced together. And the arrow just sinks in, and she kind of roars with kind of a little bit of shock, right? Like, she got tagged that
And-
far out.
And he'll holler as a free action, "May evil be trampled and damned."
Okay. Okay, so was it basically they moved in? So Michael, Nicodemus,
Yo, I will
You and
take
your-
2 pot shots. Oh, I will take a pot shot for me with my light crossbow that I picked up from
Yeah.
the thing, and that will be a total of 11. That
miss.
is including disadvantage.
Yeah.
And Beldor
Unfortunately.
will take her shot at 1.
Yep.
And with disadvantage, that would be a 20.
That hits.
Yeah.
So you can
Beldor.
see it. This lady that you guys, like this young lady, you guys are kind of like, she's kind of touched or something like that. She's kind of appeared out of nowhere, and she hasn't even been saying much, but she's like in a frenzy, and she fires with this crossbow, and she manages to tag it for how much?
8 points of piercing damage.
Yeah,
And
again
she
to the
calls
leader.
out- against the leader.
Yeah.
And she calls out, "If we all work together, then we can conquer this. We just need to help each other in this defense." And that's it. She hit. I missed.
Again, which is a great explanation why she's here at the
And
gates.
she's I looked at it, it's like her thing is we're all in this together if we only help each other. So
Yeah.
Check that out.
Fantastic.
react.
Fantastic. Silence, you
Yep.
and your NPC, what would you guys want to take? What would you like to do?
Well, I don't have any particular spells that can reach within range yet, so I'll defer to my NPC.
You did you pick up a light crossbow?
I said
I believe
I've
so,
said
yeah.
multiple times that there is like
Sorry.
this is like a guard tower,
You get a crossbow.
So,
you get a crossbow.
yeah,
Everybody
there's
gets
only
a
like a
crossbow.
handful of you guys, so it's easy. There's easy enough for you guys to each just grab a crossbow if that's what you wanted to do, and
You
take
can roll an
shots.
attack at disadvantage, Catherine.
Okay, then I'll use a crossbow then.
Because it's such a it's still a long ways away, so it's with disadvantage. But
Yeah, my spells are at disadvantage. You might as well hit it with a crossbow.
Your spells wouldn't be at disadvantage, but you're not in range for your spells.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Not in range.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, what I'll be rolling? Dexterity?
Yes. Proficiency plus dexterity. Roll 2 dice. Take the lesser one.
Okay, got a proficiency bonus plus 3, got plus 2 for dexterity. Hang on
so
a minute.
plus 5. So roll your die 20 twice. Choose the lower number because it's at disadvantage, and then add your plus 5 for your attack roll.
Okay, hang on a moment. Choose my lowest.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
disadvantage for the distance.
And in every guard.
So my lowest was 9. My highest is
Doesn't matter. I don't think you hit.
22.
Yeah, it's
Was it-
disadvantage, so you don't hit.
Yeah. It's just the crossbow bolt does quite not make it there with the distance and the trajectory.
And your
Um,
NPC.
Next time.
But now
Says
but
Aurora.
you can fire one for your NPC. They should have an attack roll there.
Yes, they have dexterity plus 3. So hang on a moment. Is that the same thing, Ben? This time
It's
with
Yeah.
plus 3?
I
it's
think
plus
it's just
5
plus
to hit
3.
for them. It's
Is
plus
it?
5 to
Okay,
hit
there you
because they add plus 2 for their proficiency.
Yeah, but that might be the attack roll already.
Okay, so 2d20s again.
Yeah.
For Syracuse Azale.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sorry about that. My mum just walked in.
That's all right.
Okay, where was I?
Just
Okay,
rolling with disadvantage for
the
your
worst
NPC.
one I've got is 7, and the best one I have is 25.
Yeah. Oh. Unfortunately, no, missed again because it's with disadvantage for the distance. So, Far Eye.
Okay. Farah is going to fire her light crossbow with disadvantage at the leader.
Okay.
The 14.
That one bounces right off of one of the
Yeah.
breastplates. Just like literally bounces
All right. And
without penetrating.
Ogret kind of looks around to make sure the sheriff's looking at her as she fires her heavy crossbow at the main giant.
Well, she sees that he had struck before when he was like.
With disadvantage, but she is blessed. So let's
Mhm.
see. That's better. That's better. 11 plus 2 is 13 plus 4 is 17.
That's with disadvantage?
Yes,
She
she's
hit?
blessed.
She hit.
All right. That would be 7 piercing damage. And she flicks her hair back, making sure that it gives her best angle, and then she takes cover behind the fire pits.
Okay.
I thought I take cover as well, by the way.
Garl and Markham.
I got that when me and Rose are still together. That's how old it is. Oh, wow.
All right. Garl, they're still 200 feet away, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So all Garl's going to be doing is hollering, Auntie, help me! Auntie, help me! They're going to kill me! Save me, Auntie! Watch out for that bolt!
As a reaction, I slap him on the top of his head.
And
break a wine bottle over his head, eh? That you always
and
have.
then Sir Barrett would go ahead and take another shot at the leader.
Yep.
And that won't be too good.
You guys can see it. This guy who, like, you guys kind of thought he was kind of dodgy. He's quite methodical in his attack. Like, he just kind of appeared out of nowhere and he's just shooting.
And he got a crit miss, a 1.
Oh, okay. It just fucking whatever. Wasn't fucking set right on the string, and it just kind of does a spiral and flips
Super
6 feet
methodical.
straight up in the air, spinning, and just goes down the side of the wall.
Okay.
It just flipped right out. Yeah.
Everybody laughs at him.
It just was not a good. Yeah.
You meant maniacal, right? He's a crazy guy.
Here, bless my aim.
So back to the top of the round. Bats.
Hey, what
are
about
still waiting.
Claude?
Oh, Cloud. Yeah, Cloud.
Where
were you?
Cloud would get into range with the bats, and I'll take one shot at disadvantage with the sheriff. I think he is.
Just went out there.
That misses. So one heavy crossbow misses.
What was your initiative again, Alex?
Mine was
I'm
16.
Okay. See, good, because I forgot you, technically,
Okay.
so I'm glad you went now. Because that's why. Because, like, top, I forgot that everyone's so bunched up because there's a 19 and 18, 2 17s and, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like in a 16. Okay. So, bats went. They're holding position. And I'll get you to go. I'll consider what you just did. What you did, as Cloud and Markham. We'll consider that the end of the round. Okay. Just so that, like, I'm not going to say that's your go for this round because I just put you in totally the wrong spot. So, your bats went. The giants will go. They move up to 100 feet. Now it'll be Nicodemus and then Alex. Okay?
Okay.
Because I just... Oh, no, sorry, no. Yeah, that's correct. Nicodemus and Alex, 17 and 16. Okay, sorry. Okay, go. Nicodemus. The giants are now at their 100-foot mark. So is there something your bats needed to do first, Alex?
They're just hovering in the darkness, waiting for them to pick up boulders to assault
Okay.
them.
So, Nicodemus?
I'm debating. I'm looking up real quick what the range is on Toll the Dead.
Oh.
I don't think so, but I'm checking. Tiny something. Tiny servant. Toll the Dead, range 60 feet. Okay, so I will be taking another pot shot with my newly acquired from Oprah Winfrey light crossbow. You get a crossbow.
Hey, it's a guard tower.
Oh. Double ones.
So everyone laughs at you this round.
Huh? I could have had an advantage and that would have sucked. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. And then Beldora will also take her pot shot. You'll never take us alive as long as we stick together. United we stand, divided we fall.
Hmm.
And she gets a total of 8. Because
A what?
It's still at long range at 100 feet. Our crossbows that suck.
And what did she roll?
A total of 8 on disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay, and then Alex and Markham.
Markham will take a shot. That's at 100 yards.
100 feet.
All right, that is gonna be a 22 to hit.
Wow. He doesn't have disadvantage for range at that.
He has a heavy crossbow. It's
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100 feet
Yeah.
is a short
No,
range.
that's nice.
And then
Do his
plus
damage.
3 on top of that. So
Do his damage.
that's gonna be 1d10 piercing, and that's going to be a total of 9. Not bad.
Okay. That one strikes her, like, again, kind of in the collarbone area.
Go
Eh.
ahead.
No, just, and what are you doing?
Cloud will produce flame while flying in between the bats. So now it just illuminates him and a bunch of bats floating right at the 100 yard,
Oh.
Okay.
100 foot mark.
Yeah, you can now see in the sky.
And
like-
next turn, I'll attack with it.
Okay. Silence.
Mm-hmm.
You and your NPC may go. You and Syracuse Azale.
Okay,
I'd
let's
just like to point out-
try again.
America's whooping England's ass 2-1.
Sorry, who's
In.
whipping whose ass?
America, England, Women's World Cup soccer.
Ah. Okay, my first roll of D20 of a +5 modifier. I've got 22.
Okay, I think it's still for disadvantage because of the distance is 100 feet.
Yeah, you're all
Okay.
right crossbow, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on a crossbow. My second roll, I've got 23.
Oh, you still hit, so you can do your damage. Are you attacking the boss or her guards?
I am attacking the boss.
Okay, do your damage.
What dice is that again? Sorry.
D8.
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 Okay.
And then it's plus
Add
the
your
dex.
dex mod.
Plus my dex mod, which would be. Hang on.
Plus 3, I think. Or no,
Da-da-da-da.
plus 2. I don't know.
My dexterity is a +2. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So
D8
what? One
plus
D8
2.
or 2 D8?
1d8 plus 2.
5.
Okay. She's hit again. That's like what, the 4th time, 5th time? And was that for you or for your Syracuse Suzale?
Oh, sorry, that was for me. I'm gonna try him
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
So hang on. Da-da-da. First roll, I've got 13.
Oh, Syracuse is gonna miss. His big fur hat is just in the way.
Yep,
So
and he's nervous and it's cold.
Well, yeah, it is cold and nerve-wracking for sure. Now,
So does it matter what I've rolled for the second?
not really, because it's with disadvantage, so I know you
Yeah.
missed already, right?
Okay.
On the other hand, just to let you know, if it is with advantage, always roll twice, because you might hit the first. You might go, 18, I hit, but always roll second time, so you might get a critical.
Yeah, if
Yep.
you've got 2
Right.
D20s, it's probably best to just roll them both at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Garl and what's his? No, sorry, Far Eye and.
All right. They're at 100 feet now, right?
Yeah.
So, Ogrig is going to fire her heavy crossbow at the leader again.
Okay.
Now's a disadvantage now because they're within
Yeah.
range.
100 feet with her heavy. Yeah.
That is 25 to hit.
Is that a crit? Oh no, I
No,
forgot you have. Okay, yeah, boom.
19 with bless.
That hits quite well.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And now that she's done her shot, Fire Eye is going to cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
I did that after she shot, so she wouldn't lose the bless, because
Mm-hmm.
I thought that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So lightning clouds kind of come in, and I believe I can make an attack when I cast it.
No.
Yeah, I think you can.
So, is there more than one giant within 5 feet of each other?
No, they're giants.
Okay, I'll hit the leader then.
They're not in a giant-sized elevator. So
I'll hit the leader then, and she needs to make a dex save.
Oakley dokely.
No, the clouds are coming back in. This blizzard. Oh, wait. No, the thunder clouds. They're on our side. Yay.
A 13.
That is a. My DC is 14, so.
She failed.
Yeah. And I'm going to use my Child Divinity to make that max damage.
So which is
30.
40.
Okay.
It's 40-10, right?
No, it's 40-10 if there's a storm currently.
Oh.
It's
Yeah, and we
3-10
rolled that
usually.
the storm is done.
Yeah, it's not a storm anymore.
I just realized I thought it was just 40-10.
No. And the reason I wanted to roll is because if there was a storm, then
Yeah,
things are shitty. But yeah,
it would make it a lot harder to throw rocks through.
well, or does it?
Dun dun dun.
And
Okay.
and I know my voice, by the way.
You blast that, and she shrieks. Like, that was not expected. I like that.
And I take cover again.
Wise.
Poof. Okay. Carl.
They're at 100 feet, so Garl can't do what he has yet. So he's gonna yell, Auntie, don't save me, save yourself. Run, take him and run, fight another way. And then Sir Barak will take another shot at her with the heavy crossbow. And that will be a 16.
That hits.
And she'll take another, using his average damage, 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then he'll, with a free action, say, "Thank you, Tyr, for guiding my bolt." And that pretty much takes up everything there, except that if this Garl would have the spell that he wants to cast readied for as soon as she hits 90 feet, if she does.
What spell?
Hunter's Mark.
Oh, okay.
It's a bonus action spell.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should ride a giant bat in order to get closer.
The heck with that? I'm trying to sell a bill of goods here. Protect my.
What I'm thinking is Batman. Na, 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 na.
fat gnome.
Right now, I'm looking like a little frost giant.
Fat baby.
Hey, what the?
Yeah, it feels good to use that turn divinity. Finally, I've been waiting to use it for the right time. Like, anyway, whose turn is it?
Okay. Bottom of this round. Because Cloud is flying, he's out of the way. But I want everybody to make me a perception check, including your NPC.
Okay.
The sheriff didn't see anything.
15 for Nicodemus. Pretty decent.
18 for Farai. And 17 for Ogric.
Everybody who
Garl
did
had-
not.
Garl had a 22, and Barak had a. Let's see here. What was his added for perception? He had an 8. He didn't get much at all.
Is the perception check just 1d20?
A perception.
D20
is
plus
your,
wisdom modifier.
yeah, plus wisdom.
Okay, hang on.
Plus, of course, the proficiency bonus if you're proficient, and half if you're not for being a bard. But anyways,
Wait, hang on. The hell? How did it get away without even writing down what my wisdom was?
What's your wisdom score?
I'm pretty sure we did this when I first created the character, but for some reason I don't have wisdom down.
Did you like get in a fight with a mind player?
Okay, this is going to be extra complicated for me. I just need to find out what the hell my wisdom is to begin with.
do you know, did you do the point by or the standard array?
She did point by.
That complicates it.
Yeah.
You got your first level character sheet?
Yes.
Is it on that?
Oh, originally I did it at Ryan's house, and that's all the way in Edinburgh.
Oh, okay.
And that's where the sheet is.
So
Right. Look for it.
I've got no idea where it is now, Catherine. Sorry.
Dang it.
How have you been playing all this time with that character sheet?
Well, wasn't asked for wisdom before, I believe. Anyway, I've got 10, 14, 14, 11, 16.
Sounds like a 12 to me.
Yeah, it's probably a 12.
Okay, if it's then a 12
which is plus 1.
plus 1. Okay, hang on a moment.
So yeah.
Okay, so that's that figured out. Okay, back
Your
to the
wisdom
rolls.
is 12. Your wisdom is 12. You've got a plus 1 modifier.
Okay. And is that a normal d20 then?
Yeah.
Just rolled once. I've got 17. That's just for me. Da-da-da. Oh, Sirac will be basically the same. He's got wisdom of 13. So another one, and he's got 12.
Okay. Those who rolled 21 or higher,
Nope.
Nope.
Garl,
Okay.
get advantage on a dexterity savings throw.
Oh dear.
Like I said, and Alex doesn't have to make it because he's not in that area.
Oh yeah, they're throwing rocks.
Okay. Dex saving throw.
18 for I.
Okay, I'm trying to find it. Just hold on. Hold on. I'm
Sorry.
trying to. It.
Okay. That will. Okay, I got that, and I
Not
got.
looking good
the-
for our heroes.
Well, I got.
Okay, DC 12.
Shit. Garl makes it, but Sir Barrick does not.
Both Farai and Ogre both make it.
Nicodemus and Beldora both fail.
The
Okay,
sheriff does not make
I'm
it.
trying to roll this. It's not rolling it for me.
We fail.
I gotta go to a different. It's just not doing it.
What do you need rolled?
Uh, 48 cold damage. Half if you rolled higher. 12.
I got a
DC
solid
12,
20.
you take half. 48.
I rolled 20 on 48 if you want to take
There.
that.
Perfect.
All right.
40. 10 if you made it. On a DC 12.
Me and Sirac both rolled 14.
Okay,
Beldor,
so you guys
go
each
out.
take
down.
10 cold damage.
So
Beldor,
that's if you passed it, right?
Right. 20 if you failed. 10 if you passed.
Wowzer.
And Garl had advantage.
And
What happens? And you guys can all see them then, but what happens is out of nowhere, springing up, leaping up, because with their size and with the breadth of their frosty cone breath, you see two large wolves, two of the largest wolves you've ever seen before, with snow white fur and ice blue eyes.
yes,
And
I
they
know those.
literally leap up like German shepherds going after a tennis ball. And they just blast a breath of air as they run up from the edge of the wall
So they're not on the wall. They're just like at the.
at the base.
Nice.
But with their size and
Yeah,
with the
they can
cone and a little bit of a leap, and they just where you guys are all gathered shooting, they just
Yeah.
have been skirting the wall, and they rolled a 21 for their stealth, and in the snow they're almost invisible.
Yep. There
And
they
they come and they just blast, and you can see that when they do and they leap like I said, they leap up like German shepherds and blast at you guys, and when their paws land on the ground, Druid, you notice when they land on the ground and they kind of growl, kind of snarl, you hear the glimmer of language in their snarls.
Druidic?
No, but you recognize that it's a bestial language.
Ooh. Now I don't want to hurt them.
So now it's the top of the round. And by the way, that was all frost damage, of course. They just breathe like this immense cloud of cold that just engulfs you all. And Like I said, Garl was able to see them at the last minute and duck down.
Arctic wolves are great.
Does
I love winter wolves.
has
That's-
the leader
My first
picked up
character
any,
was killed by winter wolves. What's that? Sorry,
has
Alex.
the leader picked up any boulders yet?
Do you know what? It looks like she is giving orders to her guys, but the other 9 that you can see around the city in the distance, that they are just starting on their go. They will be throwing boulders.
Okay, I'm gonna have the bats attack her then.
Okay.
Full on swarm.
Okay.
All 8. Alright.
Auntie.
Let me see what the plus is on that to hit. +4 to hit. Okay, so down the line, I've got 2 definite hits. Does
They're
a-
armor class 15.
Okay, I've got 4 hits.
Wait, I'm resistance
And
code, so
4
I'm going to take
misses.
half of that. So that's 35.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 plus 6 is 14.
She's got to have taken a lot of damage. This giant chief.
Yeah, they have a lot of hit points too. They can take a lot.
Okay, that's a total of 22 piercing.
Whoa. Yeah. They
She bloodied.
swarm on her and they just like attack her. Like you can barely even see her because like she's just covered in these giant bats, and she's like screaming, and you can hear her bellows as she's like raging against these things that are clinging onto her and biting and clawing at her face and such.
No one likes bats in their hair.
No. No one would.
For yourself.
Even in her icicle laden hair, you can just hear like the if giants are monsters, right? But that's like her screams actually sound kind of you can kind of like you can identify with her screams right now, right? Like you can relate to her a little bit now. So that's what they do. She screams, tear down those fucking gates and bring me that ring. And she goes running westward out of a little bit like out of range. She's gonna go like her 50 feet farther west, so she's 150 feet away. She goes away and she's gonna be swatting at the bats. Do they
get an attack of opportunity or something?
I don't know. I would suppose so.
Do you want me to roll that?
Actually, well, no, she'll disengage. I just imagine them clinging onto her, so she'll just disengage and go away, go 50 feet away. And her guards move up 50 feet and they're pulling out these big fucking great axes. And they move up 50 feet, but they're also kind of like being defensive. They're dodging.
Ooh, dear.
As they're
That's
making
all right.
their way, trotting up this snow-laden hill towards the gate, the wooden gate, with their big axes. And everywhere else around the city, you can hear Suddenly, and boom! The smashing of timbers and roofs, as in the distance you can hear a stone arc its way over the wall and puncture the roof, the high peaked roofs of one of the cottages. And then another one comes flying in from the south. As you could see, it lands right towards. Actually, that one makes it quite a ways in, and it reaches towards the market. And there's a crash as it smashes through a whole bunch of wagons and the screaming of people and some horses. And another one comes in from kind of the northwest, and it comes flying in, and it hits a hayloft, like a hay storage near the stables where the horses are kept, and and a bunch of people come running out and they're screaming, and it looks like a few people fell off the wall, and nine stones come flying in over the walls this round and smash into the city, causing devastation and chaos and injury, possibly even loss of life.
Oh no, a wagon!
No,
Maybe.
I
Maybe.
had my grapes in there.
Maybe. We'll have to see if it's one of the wagons. And Nicodemus.
Nicodemus is going to look around the battlefield and brush some of the icing off of his goatee from the thing, and then he's going to look over to the side and notice that Beldora is lying there on the ground, turning blue, unconscious. And he'll be like, I know exactly what to do, and he'll grab a shot glass out and pour a little bit down her lips, thus casting Cure Wounds on her and giving her 3 hit points.
Oh,
And as this warm, hot liquor flows through her body, she rests up and be like, I'll get them for this. Oh, you little bitch, we must all stick together. And fires a parting crossbow shot at the fleeing queen,
yeah.
Ice Queen, again for a total of 13
She-
to hit her.
Because she's at 150. No,
It's still
13 does not hit her.
Okay, still disadvantage.
Yeah.
And so that's me and my girl. That's what we do.
Okay.
Roll 3
Bildora. Bildora, you think it's all over for you, and your eyes flutter open with this strange being leaning over you and you can still feel like the lingering magic surrounding you as you come back to consciousness, which just fortifies your beliefs that, like, look, this complete stranger's helping me. We're gonna do it.
We are in this together.
Yeah. Yep.
Did anybody else
And
go down from that icy blast?
actually, do what the lady would have.
Oh well, okay, I'll remember her next time then.
Even best case scenario, she would have. Actually, she might have died outright. Who wants to roll me a D20 for her?
D20 right now. 8 on the die.
Oh. I gotta look. I hope you guys don't mind.
Since she doesn't have a +4 dexterity saving throw, so that's probably a fail. It's 20 points of cold damage. And did she have under 10 hit points?
Hello. Wait, I'm trying to plug in my headset and it's not kicking over to it. I just gotta flip this around. Sometimes it just does it. Alpha. There. Now I can hear. Where is that? I'm gonna find her. Okay. Because she's not tough at all. Yeah, hit points 9.
Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah. She
like
did.
yeah, she doesn't have any saves. She's literally frozen solid.
Oh no.
Literally. She has 9 hit points. The carryover of damage, like it would have brought her down to 0. The damage would have been over her maximum. That's an outright kill. She's dead, Michael. She's dead, Dave.
Sorry,
Dave,
it's my
she's
fault.
dead. When you look towards her after you bring Bildora up, you look towards Lady. You could just tell that she's like dead, Dave.
I
Dave,
swear to
she's
God, you
dead.
better not revivify that beggar.
No, it's the lady.
Yeah, the
Revivified the
beggar's alive.
Oh, the queen, the lady.
Yeah,
of
the lady
city?
of the town. Yeah,
I
Lady
swear to God, you
yeah.
better revivify her.
I don't have Revivify. I was going to take it, but I was going to take it when I got the diamonds. I didn't have the diamonds. We haven't
rested.
rested, so I haven't changed my spells out. I have tongues. Not doing a fat lot of good, I know, but how the heck was I supposed to know what was going on today?
Well, there goes the lady.
She's dead. There's nothing I can do. But I did,
Yeah.
I did bring the beggar back. She was not dead. She was just down to 0.
Yes, the common folk. Bring them back.
So who starts it?
Besides, am I
Okay,
supposed to waste a fucking diamond on an NPC? I don't think so. A
Mm.
fucking NPC.
Might have been the greatest thing. We would have done it for Barry.
Yeah, we would have.
Everywhere you guys go, the female leaders die.
That's not a good sign.
It's our low key
Let's see
plan.
Darkness Rising.
To be fair,
Hey,
the last one died before we got there.
Oh, that is true.
Well, on the other hand, too,
And it was cloud giants that bombarded that town.
Yeah.
My sweet greenness is still alive, as far as I know.
the lady who helped you all in Dead and Thay died.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
We
Yes,
got
she did.
paid before they died, though, so it's all good.
Lock her up, eh? I don't know.
Let's go.
So
That was me, Nicodemus.
yeah, that was Nicodemus and you. So now it's Alex. You
I
can
will-
see the
Go ahead.
female giant, who although is hurt, is moving farther away out of everyone's reach. Her 2 bodyguards are moving up, looks like to attack the gates, and her 2 winter wolves are at the wall at the base of the towers currently.
I will move towards her 30 feet and fire my fireball.
Your what?
What's on
Your
a fire?
fireball?
I produced flame. So it's
Oh,
flame
I
ball.
thought you said fireball though.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes it does.
Okay.
Her armor class of the giants is 15.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
Fire damage.
Let me check this for sure.
She's probably not vulnerable.
Pardon me?
What you checking?
Vulnerability, if any. Right?
No, frost giants aren't vulnerable to fire.
Yeah.
I don't think they are.
Yeah, and I just discovered that they're not. Okay, thanks. So she looks quite hurt, and that you can see like the icicles in her hair melt a bit, and underneath her hair is like actually surprisingly white. Like white. So that's you. You chuck your produce flame. I think I forgot your bats to go. No, they did go. That's right. That's why she ran out. Never mind.
The sheriff, though.
Yeah, Sheriff Markham. She's
He's
150 feet away. He could still take a shot at her, I think.
He's going to take a shot at one of the wolves that hit him.
Yeah, he can lean over and take a shot at one of them for sure.
That's going to be a 17.
A what?
A 17, 14 plus 3 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Winter wolves are only armor class 13.
Gangster.
I'm not opposed to like telling you guys armor class.
1d10, and that's going to be a 7 piercing. Oh, 8
okay.
Plus 1.
Okay, it like totally like yeah, it like totally and kind of leaps out of the way and kind of snarls at the crossbow bolt stuck in its side.
And at the sound of the yelp, Claude will turn his attention away from the giantess and look towards the city.
Okay. Okay. After Alex, it goes Silence and her NPC Sirik Azazel.
Hello. So how far away are the giants again?
Okay. Just picture this in your mind.
Yep.
The 9 giants around the city, they're throwing stones. They're standing there throwing stones, causing chaos and devastation. The leader and her guards are the ones at the main gate. She has moved away 150 feet because she's getting riddled with arrows. Giant bats are attacking her. Now she's getting like produced flame thrown at her. So she's
lightning.
Yeah, lightning bolt. Yeah, that lightning zapped. Right, she's moving out of the way. She's 150 feet away.
Okay.
She's probably nearly dead though.
Her guards have moved closer. Now they're only 50 feet from the gates. They're halfway between the 100, right? And they have their axes out, and they're kind of like moving defensively. You know, they're kind of crouched down, ready for something, but they're moving up towards the gate. She told them, take down those gates, get in there, and like, well, she pointed and yelled, and she screamed away, or ran away screaming, I should say. So her bodyguards are 50 feet away, and then there's 2 winter wolves close at the base of the wall. They're down. They're like 15, 20 feet down at the base of the wall, outside of the wall. There's 2 big white wolves. And then her bodyguards are 50 feet away, and she's 150 feet away.
Okay, well, they're in range of my spells now. So I think I might try using Shatter.
Okay. What's
the giant or the wolf?
Well, I'll try it on the wolves first.
What's the area of effect?
Range is 60 feet.
Area of effect. It affects.
Effect.
Like, is it
what's
like
the area?
I think it says a 10-foot radius.
Does it say 10-foot radius or 10-foot diameter or?
It said a loud ringing noise.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 10-foot radius, it's 20 feet. Because they did that, I will actually let you get both of the wolves this round.
Okay.
They're both about 10, 15 feet away from one another, having a little bit of a conversation.
That's a double con save.
Yeah. Okay.
Hang on a minute. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has a disadvantage on this saving throw.
Alright, I don't think I don't know if that matters. I doubt winter robes are made of crystal or snow or whatever.
Pretty sure they're still organic.
Just make sure you don't hit the wall because that might shatter.
Okay, a 13 and a 16. They rolled for their Constitution saves.
Okay,
What's your spell save DC?
sorry, what?
What's your DC?
You mean damage?
What's your spell save DC?
What's your charisma ability modifier?
Oh wait, hang on a minute. Charisma +3.
+3. And then proficiency is +3 plus, and because it's 8 to figure out your spell save DC, it's a base of 8 plus your proficiency bonus, which is +3, so it's 11, and then plus your
Modifier.
your modifier, which is what, +3, so it's 14. So one made it, one failed. So I
Okay,
need to know the damage.
let's see. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, half as much damage on a successful one.
Yeah. So
hang
roll
on a
your
minute.
3d8.
So 3d8s, no need for any modifiers. Okay, hang on. Seven.
Okay.
7 on 3d8.
Yes, I'm not very good with dice.
So, like, you cast this spell kind of like at the base of towers, like, poof! And even snow kind of flies up a bit as these wolves kind of leap away from the center of where it happened. But it does look, they do look shaken. It does look like you got them both. And they're snarling and kind of pacing back and forth. It looks like they're going to make another leap if they can. Or snap at anybody who comes within distance or range. So that was the casting of your spell. Now you can let your Circus Azael go, unless he died.
Yeah, still trying to calculate that. So
What are his hit points?
His hit points. He's got 22 hit points.
Oh, okay.
I'm a class of 14. We both rolled a 14. So what was the cutoff point again?
Okay, well, he made it, so he would have taken 10 damage.
I thought so. So he's now at 12 hit points.
So he is still up.
Yep, he's still up. So again, he'll just use his crossbow. So that will be... Wait, a d20, isn't it?
Yep.
Plus his modifier should be about 5. Hang on a moment. So first roll, I've got 8. There's no, because they're in range, there's no disadvantage, isn't there?
Well, who are you shooting at? That's what I need to know.
Well, might as well shoot at the wolves.
Well, okay, if you shot at the wolves, there's no disadvantage, and if you rolled an 8, then that would have been a miss. Because their armor class is like, whatever, said 12 or 13. So he does, like, kind of lean over the wall and shoot down at them, and he, just misses them. They're too quick. They're just quick and they're smart. They don't appear simply dog level intelligence. They appear much more cunning than that. So after you goes Farai and Algreth.
All right. Farai's gonna make another lightning bolt come down. She's at a range there, isn't she?
Well, I said she's 150 feet away, so I don't know what that.
Yeah.
Her 2 guards are 50 feet,
Yeah,
and the wolves
she's
are
definitely
0.
out of call lightning range. Call lightning is 120 feet range, so.
Well, you might as well hit something closer to home.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit one of the wolves.
Okay.
So actually, I can hit both of them. Right? It's a 5-foot radius. Can I hit both of them?
No.
Okay. I'll
The
hit
shatter
whichever
pretty
one
much.
with more damage then.
I said the shatter was
Dex save.
barely able to do it, and now this
Okay,
would not be able
Fair
to.
enough. All right. I'll hit whichever one with more damage then. Dex save.
He rolled 14 for his dexterity save.
14 is my DC.
So he succeeded.
Okay.
Is it no damage or half damage? It's half damage, right?
A 19 points of lightning, so half of that would be 10
9.
lightning.
9. Round down.
9. Okay.
You guys round down. So
Okay. 9. He takes the 9 lightning damage.
okay.
And bonus action, I'm gonna do a first level healing word on Ugric.
Okay.
So she's back up to 9 hit points.
Okay.
And then Ugric is gonna fire with their heavy crossbow at the most damaged wolf.
I was just gonna say that unless you guys tell me differently, I've kind of been spreading out the wolves because
Yeah, we're spreading out.
So they're pretty evil right now, or pretty even right now with damage.
Okay. I'll attack. I'll attack one of them then with the heavy crossbow.
Okay. Their armor classes is like lower than the giants, as I said.
Okay.
It's only
points. Takes 9 points.
9 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, every time you hit one, they leap and snap at it like it's like a insect biting them, right? And after Far Eye goes Garl and his NPC.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do Garl first. Garl, holler out, Auntie, save me! They're taking me away! Don't forget me! And he'll move 25 feet down the walkway. And once he gets to the 25-foot mark, he'll cast Goodberry.
Mm-hmm.
And that will kind of do him. Then Sir Barrick will take a shot at Auntie.
Mm-hmm. I said she might be at disadvantage because she's at 150 feet away. But
right. And at disadvantage on that, he gets a +2. So does a 15 hit her?
A 15 does hit her.
Okay, 5 points of piercing damage.
So you guys can see why he's sheriff of the town. He's been taking her practically every round. Very consistent with his shots. Anything else?
Yeah, then he's going to move off the parapet and be hollering, Henry, get over here! Which is his war horse, who's unarmored.
Mm-hmm.
And that will eat up all his actions that he'll be able to do.
Right. I am going to roll here to see what you call it. These I gotta see, because... Ooh. Her... Winter wolves... One of them is pretty much not doing anything useful. It's pretty much just pacing and waiting for the giants to like come smash down the gate. The other one takes a leap up and it's gonna breathe. Because I gotta figure out, it won't get Garl. Let's see. It won't get Cloud. I'm trying to think of what side it would. Because we didn't really distinguish on who was kind of on what side, and it's a 15-foot cone, but I'd like to be able to at least get a couple of you. So, between Far Eye, Nicodemus, and Silence.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Garl, you roll 2 for the sheriff, not for you, or not for the sheriff, but for your NPC, not for you, because you just said you moved. I want you guys to roll me dry d20. Low is bad. Just roll me a d20. Low is bad. I'm gonna see who's getting grouped into this 15-foot area.
I rolled a 7.
I
Do you
got a
want me to roll
12.
separately? Do you want me to roll separately from NPC or?
No, because you haven't really said
Okay.
about anything about moving or anything. So
Sir Barrick got an 11.
okay. Nicodemus, if you can.
I was muted. Sorry. 6.
That's all right. 6.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say that it's gonna be like the Nicodemus Far Eye guy group, right? Because you guys are gonna have to make the dexterity savings throw against the breath weapon as this wolf, again, German Shepherd, leaps up and breathes. But you guys get advantage on it this time because you guys know it's there. So you guys can easily, like, basically I'm giving you the advantage for seeing it's there in the cover and everything, right? So do it with advantage.
15 for Far Eye.
Okay, you made it.
And 15 for Ulrich.
Made it.
Both of us made it.
Yeah. So, do you roll me the cold damage again there, Nicodemus? It was a 48
48
and half.
Her,
So you roll 2d8 because everybody made it.
Okay. She only had 3 hit points, so.
Oh.
13. 13. And that's half, right?
Yeah. So, 6 hit points halved. Everybody took.
So I took 13.
No, everybody. That was
only 2d8.
Everyone.
That was
everyone
only
takes,
2d8.
Everyone takes 6. I have cold resistance, so I take 3.
How many dice did you roll, Michael?
2.
He rolled 2 dice. That's already halved.
Okay.
Ryan.
All right.
Because everybody made it, so you just rolled 13. So you take 6.
Yeah, we're both still up. I remember I'm cold. I have cold resistance, so I take half of it. So
yeah,
I take.
I know, but I'm telling you that he already rolled
I got
half.
you.
Don't half it. Okay.
Yeah, I got
so
you.
now it's gonna be top of the round. It's the bats.
They're gonna go after her.
Okay, they may.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that real quick. And they get a +4 individually. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's going to be 5 of them hitting.
Okay.
That's a D6 a pop. +2. So 10, 17, 21. Yeah, +8. So 28. 29? 29.
Wow. You can see, like, they're tearing at her pretty good. Running away clearly isn't going to be the solution, she has realized. So, the bats go. She is going to go. She's going to just swat at your bats. What's their armor class?
Just a 13.
Okay. Let's just say she's battling your bats, and let's just take out 2 bats. Because she gets 2 attacks with her battle axe, and she would. I don't feel like rolling for her or them
She
currently.
ain't gonna miss.
Huh?
Her plus to hit in their armor class. She ain't missing.
Well, that's exactly like it's just. And she gets 2 attacks around with her axe, so she's just clearly running away is gonna be the solution. She just pulls out her axe and starts whack. Her bodyguards. They are going to move the 50 feet up to the door with their axes raised, and they start swinging their axes at the wooded gates like they're lumberjacks, like they're Quebecois lumberjacks felling a tree. I am a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. We chop down trees, we chop down gates, we like to eat paladins.
I like to wear undies, suspenders, and a bra.
I want to be a girly just like my old papa. Okay. Both hit. Both times. Average damage. The gates look severely damaged. Like, next round they will be down. The gates have an AC of 15, 200 hit points, and a damage threshold of 10.
Woohoo! Game over. America over England 2-1. Y'all suck. We rule.
And
Whatever. We played like a bunch of girls.
and they do an average of 25 points of damage each, so each 50 points around 100 points. They've halved the gates damage. These giants look just super ominous when they're like up close like that. More rocks come whistling and flying in, and you guys hear smashing and crashing and screaming, and probably in a fire set by now, although it's only been like 6 seconds or whatever, but the shit's hitting the fan. So that's the giants have gone. Nicodemus, it's your go.
I make my death saving throw. Beldora makes her death saving throw.
Oh no.
As we lie there and shiver.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Damn winter wolves.
Damn winter wolf.
You can keep track of your successes and your failures.
Got it.
Oh, Dokali Cloud.
Cloud is making his way back towards the town at a 5 feet of 50.
And you were what, 100? You said.
Yeah, I was at the 100-foot mark.
So you can fly there this whole round moving. You can haste over there, or not haste. Dash over. Yeah.
And the sheriff will make his way to the second tower to try and see if he can find any survivors from the last blast.
Okay. Yeah, he can. He's where he is crossing over. He's basically on the opposite side of the gates of the giants. Because if he did a haste, he'd move about 60 feet, 30, down the tower. He'd be out of the tower, and basically like behind the gates, with the giants smashing through them on the outside. Quite an ominous feeling of him and his town, which is being overrun by these marauding gargantuan beings. The next on the list is Silence.
Yes, hello. Whew. I think I'll try Shatter again, this time at the Giants.
I will roll. But I gotta roll here, and where the heck did that go?
What was it, a 14 con save?
I don't know. I'm kind of scared. What? Get off of the screen. Okay, I don't know. Okay, because the gate is small, like you can get both, but they both made the save. But you can roll your damage.
Okay. I've got 10.
Okay.
Hang on a minute. Was that meant to be with a modifier?
No.
No.
But that was
Sorry, no, it's still 10.
10 damage. Okay, and they each made it, so they each take 5. Boom! And the booming of the thunder from the shatter is almost as loud as of the wood splintering behind their relentless axe attacks, which sound like explosions itself when they strike the hardened wood gates. Your NPC, Sirik of Suzail, does he want to do anything? These two giants are just right below you guys, pretty much attacking these gates.
Well, obviously defend his town. So let's see. Crossbow, a first D20 roll with a +5 modifier. I've got 17.
You got 17. He hits.
Do I need to roll anything for damage, or?
Yeah, or give me the average that shows on his character sheet.
Where did I put it? Ranged weapon attack. Well, what he's got is a dart and a short sword. Doesn't really say much about.
Oh well.
Can't
Well,
really pull out an average out of that.
Well, what's the average with a fucking crossbow? Like 4 plus his. Like, what's his dexterity?
His dexterity modifier is +3.
Whoa! So he's doing like 7 points of damage. Wow.
What he's really
Is that-
pissed off. His home's in danger.
Is that true, you guys? That's what the average is? It's just like the 4, do they do the weird dice? They do the weird dice, I think. No, anyways. So 7, I'll say 7. And Farai?
Yeah. Call. Can I see Nicodemus?
Yes. Because you were in the
He's
same area with
unconscious,
him.
right?
Yep. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna healing word on Nicodemus,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit one of the winter wolves with another call lightning.
Okay. Nicodemus, your eyes flutter open with this without the taste of the spirits of Bacchus flowing through you. You're awoken by some other force, like a cattle prod to the genitals.
Yeah.
Ugh, painful.
So and call lightning on one of the wolves.
Okay. You call lightning one of the winter wolves as it's like kind of pacing back and forth,
Yep.
you know, as they kind of
All right. DC 14
Some-
dex save.
somewhat dog-like. Ooh, he made it. So how much damage? Because he was successful. What'd you roll?
28.
So half of that?
So 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, that
so-
one's looking pretty hurt now.
So kind of as this happens, the sky darkens further and a booming voice comes over the battlefield. The Storm Mistress requires your presence immediately, and another lightning bolt comes out, hits Farai, and she disappears. Because I need to go, guys. Sorry.
Alright.
So we'll see what her god says to her later. Or
Alright.
maybe she said.
Alright. After
Reward.
that,
I want to roll the health I got back. Okay. Yeah, his wisdom modifier is 3, so D4 plus 3. I got
yeah.
4 hit points. I got a 1 on the D4. But I'm fine.
Garl?
All right. Garl will go ahead and how far away is Nicodemus and the peasant that he was fighting next to her, the girl?
Yeah, like the 25 feet that you moved. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Garl will move to her
Mm-hmm.
and then give her a good berry and
Okay.
move her mouth up and down.
I was gonna say you have to like pretty much stuff it in her mouth with your finger, and then you mash it on the back of her tongue with your finger, like, yeah, she feels like frozen meat, like she really does.
Okay.
She is frozen meat.
And all he'll do as a free action with his hollering is he's going to holler out to his auntie, "They're hurting me, auntie! They're hurting me!" while he's rolling the goodberry on the back of her tongue and throat and doing all that.
You can see that Nicodemus only a few feet away is like sitting up and like kind of feeling himself over where he's been or he's been injured, and you could see like how his flesh is blanched white and looks waxy, where the frost has like he looks like he's like severe fucking frostbite on parts of his body. If it wasn't for like the magical healing, yeah, he wouldn't.
All right.
Yeah.
And then what Sir Barrick would be doing is he's putting the heavy crossbow up across his back, mounting Henry, and pulling out his maul. And he's got Henry and himself in this maul standing about 20 feet from the gates that are being pounded upon, and readying his action that once the gates come down, he'll charge through and attack whatever comes on in with Henry and himself.
Yeah, you go down and you meet your faithful warhorse. Or he goes down and meets his faithful warhorse, and you can see that Sheriff Markham is also down there as well. Like looking at the gates as they're bulging.
But that's his ready action, what he plans on doing. And he may say, he'd probably say, in the honor of Tyre.
Okay. And in fact, Sheriff Markham has been like yelling and like for like this chaos, right? Just chaos. But he's like, get over here with those. Blah, blah, blah. He's trying to get support and trying to rouse up some men too. I would say that's what Markham Subtle would be doing. I would say, if it works at all, I don't know. We'll see. But the Winter Wolves are just. You know what? I'm gonna see if they recharge. I am, because that's the rules, right? It's not.
No.
It's not me.
Yes, it is. It's you, but it's also the rules. Do it, brother.
Yeah. They do not recharge, so there's really nothing that they can do towards you guys. So they are, sprinting out to go help their mistress, and they can just about get to her. They're fast, even over the snow. They just move like streaks into the blackness. Their white fur just. Almost. I don't know. They almost look surreal. They look like part of the snow themselves. Like they're hard to focus your eyes on and to keep track of. They just blend so naturally with this environment. The top of the round, bats. There's 6 bats, or 2 less than there was.
Yep,
so
6 bats.
Yeah.
They're gonna go in for the kill, hopefully.
Okay.
They will almost all hit. One of them misses.
And she's just fucking swinging that axe at them. Like she's just going ape shit. As they're like flying at her face and in her hair and stuff. She's just wailing with rage.
It's gonna be 20 piercing.
As the boulders are flying and arcing over the walls. 20. As boulders are flying and arcing, and fucking people are going crazy, and there's screams, and horses are screaming, and the wolves, and this exploding sound of the axes hitting the fucking gates. Okay, the giants continue battering the gates. They do another. I will roll for their attacks even, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
Of course it'll be a big deal.
Each giant hits both times average damage, doing 25. They each do 50 points damage. It's another 100. The gates come smashing down, flying into splinters. Like splinters go flying everywhere with the final cracks. The giants, those two bodyguard giants, they do stride in, and I'm not really going anywhere. Just from, instead of being like 10 feet outside of the gates, they're now like, 20 feet inside the gates. They just come striding in and and again, they're not 5 feet apart. They're like, come through the city gates. They've spread out and they're kind of looking around. Their mistress, she sees the gates come down. The bats can take an attack of opportunity on her because she literally runs up the hill towards the gates. So they can all take an attack of opportunity on her. Do they get attacks of opportunity? Yeah, they do.
Can
It's
Sir
gonna be-
Barrett do his ready action?
Yeah, just as soon as the bats are done
Okay.
theirs, and then I'll move her up the hill, and then you can do yours when she gets within that 90.
6, 6, 5, 4, 1. That is 16 plus 8 is 20, 24?
Oh wow, they're hitting her pretty good. Again, these bats are just like claw onto her, stuck in her hair. She comes running, charging 100 feet up the hill. Garl, you can take your ready to action.
Okay, he's going to charge with Henry towards the one on the offside, so both of them can't hit him and Henry.
Yep.
And then let's see here, roll. Let's see what he gets. Oh, that's a 19 on the dice plus his. That I believe he has a nice. Yeah, he has a +6 to hit, so that's a 25.
That's a hit.
And that's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, strike that giant good in the leg. Like when it hits, you feel like actual like a pop inside of the limb,
Okay, and he'll
and the giant roars.
And his intention is to ride past the that giant and out the gate.
It will get an attack of opportunity unless you now wait, where'd that go? Hey. Huh. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure this. Why is it being weird? Take care of your eyes, kids. Okay. It's a real pain in the ass.
You sound like my doctor this morning talking to me.
Ooh. A 28.
A 28 what?
Hit.
Points of damage or
No, that's an attack roll.
Okay. Yeah, of course that hits.
All right, I guess.
$19 points of slashing damage as like Sir Barrett goes riding by, it just takes a swing at him
Okay.
because it he rides by and takes a clock at the giant and hits the giant, and it just swings down with its great axe at him for 19 points of slashing damage on that attack of opportunity.
Okay. And he'd have Henry just moving on as far as Henry could, and on that, and the Warhorse's movement 60, so we move 20.
The horse is just about at the she giant.
Now, he hopefully he could go ahead and have the horse veer a little bit off the other way, not going.
Oh, it certainly can. It certainly can. He can go out of the gates and go off at an angle. Yeah.
Yeah. And then if he can for free action or not, I know. Well, I'll wait for the turn for that because that was all just on the ready action. I think that's eating up too much.
Well, yeah, technically. In fact, thank you for reminding me. So take off his damage because that's all you did was that attack. That's where it is. They don't even get to do a ready to action yet, even because you didn't even move out yet. You're not even out yet, or that character isn't even out. That's their Barrett. He's attacked that giant with his ready to action.
Yeah,
he didn't even move. He didn't even move. So that's true. I got confused too. Okay, so that was the giants go. They entered. She moved up. After the giants goes Nicodemus, you are conscious. You could look over and you could see Garl is checking over Belinda or whatever her name is. She's frozen solid.
I got her. All she needs is a little bit of spirit. And I'll roll over and I will lay my hands upon her as I pour some wine down her throat, aka my cure wounds, and she gets 5 hit points.
No, she doesn't. You can cast the spell because you did. No, she's dead.
Oh, dead.
She's frozen solid. She took 20 points and. Oh, she was the other one. Yes, she does. She is coming conscious from the berry, the good berry, and you give her the cure, and she has what now? What do you give her?
5 hit points.
On top of 1, so she's a total at 6 right now. Because, yeah, I forgot. I got her confused with the other one. Sorry, I don't know how that happened. Okay, yeah, she's like looking better than you are right now.
She is.
She's 6 hit points.
And then she will stand up and be like, "Thank you, thank you. As long as we work together, we will." Was sufficient, and she will take a look back out to see how close the queen is now.
50 foot out of the gates.
That is not long distance.
No.
As she takes a pop with her light crossbow for a total of 11. I'm assuming does not hit.
11 does not hit.
Would have been cool if she did. And yeah, that would be us.
I know. And there's still things, but anyways. All I was gonna say is that because she's remember in what was it, 3rd edition, if you were doing a run, you basically were flat-footed, right?
Yeah.
So 5e that translates she ran, she technically there should almost be disadvantage, right? Although there isn't. Because there just isn't, because she did a dash, but if this was 3rd edition, there would be. Okay, so she takes a shot. Her heart is embiggened with courage and community right now. That is for certain, especially now that she has come conscious to the gates being smashed open and stuff. So that was Nicodemus go. It is Alex. It's Clouds and Sir Merrick there as well.
Okay, let me run this by you. You tell me if this is gonna work for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, with my item interaction, I want to produce a seed from the bag of holding. With my druid craft, I want to make the seed sprout. Would I be able to use my plant growth on the seed to make the terrain difficult?
Yeah. Like, what area exactly? Just between the gates?
Yeah, centered on the gate itself.
Okay. What's the radius?
100 foot.
Oh, wow. So, she has, like, pretty much just entered it. And, hell, pretty much, like, the giants and, unfortunately, Sir What's-His-Face,
Barrett.
yeah, Sir Merrick and the sheriff are in it as well.
Okay. The spell says this spell channels vitality into plants with a specific area, or within a specific area. There are 2 possible uses. I'm only using the first one. If you cast a spell, you use 1 action. Choose 1 point within range. All normal plants within a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. Creatures moving through must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot of movement.
Mhm.
That's it. It's a 1 hour instantaneous.
And all it is that, like, you pull out the seed as part of the casting, and the tiny speck of life, of dormant life, inside of that seed. It's that whole thing where, like, the macro and the micro, right? A tiny speck, you use that speck to awaken the life that is currently sleeping and dormant under the snow, the grass, and the roots, and the lichen, and what weeds and shrubs may be dormant under the snow, and you cause them to momentarily awake and spring forth out of the snow. And that's...
Yep, that's my turn.
Yeah,
The
it just
sheriff-
erupts like the snow literally, like, kind of gets thrown up in clouds as this vegetation erupts out of the ground, making the terrain difficult. Okay, good.
Sounds
And then
good.
Sir Merrick want to do anything? He finds, like, all of a sudden, like, all this vegetation just erupts around him.
He's gonna make it into the room where everyone else is.
Okay, he's gonna start make. He's gonna. Okay, yeah, he can dash his way to the other tower. Yeah, he totally can. If he dashes difficult terrain and all, he can just make it to the door. He's just on the inside of the door, on the inside of the tower, of the other tower now. Okay. And he's like, whew, because those giants are big. And after you goes Silence
I thought so.
and Sirik. Silence and Sirik. You can see that the she-giant is like way up. She's moved, like, she's only 50 feet. She's moving towards the gates. Now that the gates have come down, she's 50 feet outside of them.
Uh-huh.
But you see this magical vegetation, all, like I said, it throws all the snow up into clouds as it erupts violently from the ground, and you hear, like, I am the sky. Big cod from the other tower.
Oh, you don't
So-
see that every day.
Nope. The vegetation just forcefully grew through the snow. Clearly magical effect.
Are there grapevines?
No, not here. It's just natural tundra stuff. So things like grasses and shrubbery, mostly grasses and shrubs. Some thorn and thistle weed.
You could probably make some good liqueur out of the berries of some of those shrubs.
Your mother smells like elderberries.
Anyway, ooh, what to do? I think I'll just try shatter on the female giant.
You
Do it, you
might be
roll
able
your
to
shatter.
sleep her if you want.
And I will roll my save. Ugh. Oh, I apologize to you guys for being so slow. I really do. But now you know how. She failed her save.
Yay! So she gets full damage. So
Yeah.
that would be 3d8s plus. I think it's plus something.
No, it's. I
Nope.
think it's just 3d8.
This just 3d8.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
16.
Hey.
Whoa! You boom! And her hands kind of raise up, and she kind of covers her ears and stumbles a bit, but she does not go down. A couple of scales from her armor, like the hammered breastplates, kind of fall off, but she's and some ice falls from her locks, but she kind of stumbles as she's like entering the edge of this difficult terrain.
Right, now I'll roll for Sirac. So that's 1d20 plus 5. First roll, I've got 22.
He hits.
Do I need to roll again? No, that was for the
No,
difficulty. Nope, 22. He hits.
Totally within range. So do his damage. D8 plus his 3.
Hang on, would that be 1d8 plus his 3 then?
Well, was that a natural 20?
It was 22 plus 5, so...
Oh,
hang on a
okay.
minute.
Don't
No, it
worry.
was a 17 plus 5.
Yeah, it was a 17. Yeah, no, it's just 1d8 plus 3. Just a regular crossbow attack.
4. Mm.
In total?
What, is 1d8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 3, it's 4.
Oh. Okay. He shoots her, but she's kind of like her head is ringing from that shatter. After Syracuse Azael goes Farai, who is not there. I'll roll for Algreth. I really will. I know what she rolls pretty more or less. Oh, that's a hit. And she shoots, and she ends up hitting it as well with a crossbow bolt. Our NPCs are pulling it out in spades now here at the end of the combat. So keep going after that would have been Farai. So it goes Garl.
All right. I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and I'll do Sir Barrack first.
Okay.
And
Now apply his damage there.
And what he's doing is he's dashing with his horse out that way. So that's 120 feet.
Through difficult terrain part of the way.
Yeah.
So
whatever
okay.
you adjudicate it to is fine.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing it here in my head what it would be. Let's put about 90 feet.
Okay. And what he's what he's hollering as he goes is, "I have the key, you bitch. Catch me if you can." And he's heading off in a different direction. And then that's what he's all about doing. And then Garl will pop up and cast Hunter's Mark on Auntie.
Okay.
And take a shot with his short bow at Auntie.
Okay.
And that will be. Let me double check what his plus is onto that. Here. Flipping screen sometimes not fun. But okay, that would be a +7. So that gives him a 19.
That hits.
And then let's see here. Sneak attack damage. No, we don't have a. I don't have an ally in with her. Do I?
Do the bats count?
Technically.
Technically, they would.
Then yeah.
Okay, so
Oh wait, I think the bats got shattered.
The bat should be way back because she dashed away from them.
Oh,
and
that's right. Yeah,
disengaged.
no, there is no bats with her,
okay,
unfortunately.
so
Yeah,
no sneak attack
That's right.
damage. I'll take that
Yeah,
die out of it.
yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
we used different colored dice for that, so I can.
yeah. No, I'm sorry. I just had to think
Okay.
about it, but yeah.
That's fine. She takes. I put the +3. That's 9, 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And she takes 9 points piercing and 2 force damage from the hunter's mark.
Okay.
Let's see. That was he did the bonus action. He did that, and then he'll go ahead and dart, move 25 feet further down if possible on the parapet, away from the group there to try to spread things out.
Okay.
And that's everything that Garl can do.
Okay. Okay. She looks haggard and maniacal. Bats will wait. Wolves are basically accompanying her and going through the gate as well. That's
The movement is 1/4.
yeah. Well, I'm just trying to. The wolves will be catching up because they ran out. She moved because the wolves are actually just kind of flanking her. The wolves don't really do anything other than move this round because they ran out. She ran forward. They have to run back to meet a bit, so they're not really gonna do anything. They're just like flanking their queen. The bats go at the top of the round.
I believe they have to dash to catch up to her.
Okay, so they're gonna do a pure move. The giants will go. The she giant wades into the overgrown area. It takes her a dash to get basically between the two towers going through the gate. And that's she moves. Her guards are basically gonna dodge. They're just waiting for her because they just turn around and they're watching her. She's moving through the gate. They're just basically waiting there for her. Because that's what they are. They're bodyguards. And boulders come flying over the walls. And she is like maniacal. And she's just yelling, Artis Ember! And it's just like I said, she's like kind of like just right upright with you guys with the in between the gates. It's just like deafening. Her roars are just deafening. As she's like flailing and tripping and almost practically falling as she's trying to run into the city, straight towards the tower. Nicodemus, she's coming alongside, right up to your tower,
Wow.
where
May the,
oh
may the
wait.
spirit have you then.
wait, I forgot. Are you silence? It's your
Yep.
tower. It's your tower.
Oh.
Are you guys in the same tower? I think you guys are, but just over.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. So we're Silence and Nicodemus. She's like coming through the gates, and she's actually kind of veering to your tower a bit.
Well,
So
you'll find no guy over here. As I stand up and I take some wine and put it in my hands, rub them together, and then sling it out to her. And as it does, it's like a sparkling champagne cork flying off the door. And that would be a 21 total to hit her.
that hits her.
That's going to fuck her up. And I'm going to use a 3rd level slot.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a lot. 7, 8, that's 2, 1. 15. 17 points of radiant damage.
Michael, Nicodemus,
I
Describe-
told you.
describe slaying Droofy.
Ruby. And the champagne cork arrow type thing slaps her in the face, and this big bright boom of champagne cork noises, and the sparkling stuff goes and covers her, and she staggers there for a bit, drunk almost, and then takes 1 step, 2 steps, and face plant right into
Oh,
the
yeah.
arrow at the feet. And
Because like she's in
No,
like the
all over the
she's
place.
in like the plant growth area, so it's just the growth is grabbing onto her and making it hard for her to wade through to begin with. And when you do that, it almost looks like she just trips at first, but it doesn't until she hits the ground lifeless.
And then Beldora will be like, I told you it would work if we all stuck together. And with his bandy, fire into the corpse to make sure she's got some death saves failed.
Okay, for sure.
16? No,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, 21.
Yeah. So 2 death saves or 2
two
death
fails.
failures.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nice. After
As long as we work together, one giant down. We can do this. Rally.
We did it.
after Nicodemus goes to Druid Cloud.
As a reaction, Cloud will use Thorn Whip to catch her on the way down, just to make sure she fails that last death save.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You just like as she's tripping, you actually like wrap her up and pull her down, like slam her down even harder. Yeah. So she is like dead.
And then he'll fly into the air to the top of the tower and I guess concentrate on the wolves. Are the wolves still there?
The wolves are like just on the outskirts of the plant growth area. And have you ever seen a dog look surprised? So
A
that's
bit.
right now. When she hits the ground, they're both like
Bored?
jaws agape, like yoink.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, ruh-roh. Totally ruh-roh. Totally. That's totally how they look.
Oh,
So do her guards that are there as well.
Markham will come to the top of the tower through that trap door, and he'll
Yeah.
just raise his. He has a long sword. He'll raise it in the air, as
Yeah.
if he did it something.
Uh-huh.
We can do this. We can save the city.
Yeah. Good job, boy. After you goes Garl and his guy. So, Garl, anything you want to do?
Yeah. Garl will move the hunter's mark from Auntie over to the damaged giant that Sir Barrack hit.
Uh-huh.
And then he'll take a shot at that one.
Okay.
And he will, I think, miss with a 9.
Yeah, that's unfortunately a miss.
And then Sir Barrack will kick his steed and holler, "I have the winter ring! Catch me if you can!" And he'll have his horse, the war horse, dashing in the direction of the next town.
Okay, which is 2 miles north towards Calvin's Cairn.
Okay,
There's one exactly 2 miles north.
that's where he's.
I can't remember what it's called, but you can literally see it from Bryn Shander if you're on the walls, right? In the daytime, you can see it. It's like right at the base of Calvin's Cairn of the mountain. The wolves at the bottom of the round, they're like ruh-roh. They kind of jump, leap, spin around, kick up snow, and with a strange yipping sound, they move their full dash kind of in a looping way, but they're moving west. Looks like they're hightailing it out of here.
Oh, less foes to worry about.
The bats, if they want to do anything, they still may.
Are we talking about towards the wolves or in general?
In general, bats are hightailing it out of here.
Yeah, the bats will move to Claude's side.
Okay. The remaining bats fly over, and like they're big enough to ride. Hey, like they're massive, freaky looking. I wouldn't want those in your hair. Nah. They're just large. They're the size of a horse. The giants go. The 2 giants, they walk over to Droofy. They reach down. One picks up the axe. One grabs her cloak. And they just make their way through the plant growth. And they shout. And they're shouting. And Michael, you can hear, you understand that they're basically shouting a retreat.
They're retreating, everyone. They're retreating.
Yay!
They take her cloak and her axe. They leave her. A few more stones get thrown here and there, right? There's always an asshole in the crowd, right? So, a few more stones get thrown, even though there's a, retreat.
Cover fire for the retreat.
Yeah. But the giants all begin descending the hill and moving westward. And they will do so unless you try to do anything to them.
No, just let them leave.
If you guys want to let them leave, they do. They have caused quite a bit of devastation and chaos, although they barely penetrated the town, thanks to our heroes. They left their failed leader.
I wish to do
corpse.
something.
Yeah, what?
I wish to taunt them mercilessly as they retreat. I will wave my genitals in their general direction.
Yeah, I fart
That's
in
a
your
wise
general
idea.
direction.
That's
Your
a
mother
wise
smells
idea.
like elderberries.
Yes, exactly. And if you come back again, I shall taunt you a second time.
So there's no way to stop them from getting away with the axe?
Not.
Do you want the axe?
I just don't want them to have it.
I don't know. They're just taking it.
My bats attack them for 1 round. Would that make them drop it, or would they just knock them around the next round?
If you want the axe that bad, I'll let them drop it.
Okay, and then
I was only taking it for proof of her death, but
Oh, who's taking it? I thought the
just
giant
one of her
was taking it.
bodyguards.
Yeah, no, I'll take it, and I'm gonna donate it to the city.
Yeah, if the bats want to hassle, they keep like biting him in the hand or whatever. Yeah, he'll eventually drop it and leave it. They're both shouting and motioning with their arms, and you can hear like the chain of shouts going around like a daisy chain, right? So that everyone gets the message, and they all split to the west, to the sea of moving ice miles away to the west. But they leave her and her corpse, and she may eventually the plant growth withers away. You guys watch from the tower with the wind blowing in the night. You could see these giant shapes in the night, seem to move so slow, but it's deceiving how quick they actually move because of their size as they pull away from the city, form into a loose line, and as they're moving west to the westwards towards the horizon.
Carl will jump up and yell at him. They killed Auntie! You're running away, cowards! Save me! Save me!
Oh, stop playing with them.
As a reaction, I whack him in the head again.
The sheriff, he goes over and he like is checking out like Duvessa Shane, and he's like shaking his head. Mournfully. And he takes his cloak off. Although it's cold, he takes off his cloak and he covers her with it. And Bildora, and even like I said, Sir, what's his face there? The guy who is a guard. Although he comes riding back eventually on his horse, and he says, "Looks like that. They've all gone to the west," and he's kind of coughing. You tell he's got like a bad cold by now. All the exertion and the cold.
Well, if you're Barrett, Sir Barrett, that
Sir Barrett, exactly. Yeah,
he's coughing because he's hurt
Yeah.
pretty bad, and he only has 18 points left. His
yeah,
plate armor's dented and slit.
So this guy you guys are a little bit fishy about. He went far above and beyond. More of a story there. A lot of cleanup. Anything you guys want to do?
Before my bats go away, I have them pick up the axe and plant it somewhere in the center of the city, like a new town monument.
Her body,
Well-
besides her cloak. I mean, surely to God, she had a jewelry, a girdle, a fucking money pouch.
I mean,
Oh,
that
you
sounds
always loot
like
the body.
non-druid things.
Oh, it sounds like a satyr thing.
She,
Wine ain't cheap, bro.
what you call it? Okay. Her horn that she blew is worth 750 GP.
Yes.
Thank
How
God
big is-
Orion's not here.
Here's the thing, it may be worth it, but does anybody want to pay us for it? You know, or is like the city going to give us
How,
that many gold
how
pieces
big
for
is it?
Yeah.
It's giant sized. It'd be like a big alpine horn to you guys, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's
and
nice.
it's carved out of a giant mammoth tusk. It's solid ivory carved from a giant mammoth tusk, so it's very intricate and well done. We're 750 GP. Okay,
Darrell will say, give it to the city to help them rebuild.
when you take a closer look, it was so
I concur.
hard.
Will they compensate us for the gift of this by, I don't know, 750 gold pieces?
I think you might be pushing it.
She has roll me D4. Anybody D4? See, Ryan's not here. Someone roll me D4.
Coming. 1d4 coming up. 1.
She's one art object worth 25 GP. I'm not rolling because people never care.
Hey, you're right.
So, and when you're looking at her closely, her icy hair, you can see that like she had like a circlet in her hair. And hard to notice because like the big icicles and stuff like that, but in the circlet is 15 diamonds.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Diamonds. Revivify is done, fellas.
There's 15 of them, each worth 100.
Each worth how much?
100.
Oh, well, I guess I can still revivify a few people with those diamonds.
Oh, we could all split it.
I need
Oh,
4.
want to? What is this?
And then they have like a giant sack items which I could roll. I was gonna, but I'm like, oh, I don't feel like it 'cause it's always just like a pair of socks and a sandal and whatever.
Yeah.
So who cares? Just junk.
Bunch of junk.
But that's and you guys can like the bats can totally take the axe and take it to the center square, although there's a lot of chaos. But that's where like the ladies' palace is and the community hall and right, so or the town hall and stuff. So it may as well be there in the square if it's gonna be like a monument to the day that our heroes defended Bryn Shander from Drufi and the Frost Giants. You guys could see that like Silence's NPC.
What?
The young man.
Sirac
Yeah.
of
Sirac
Cizail.
of Cizail. When like cleanup has begun, and you guys could even like have like you guys got this, and you guys kind of, he's got his hat off, and you can see he's kind of wringing it nervously, and he's kind of
Hang on.
looking. And he's kind of looking around to make sure that like there's not too many strangers, that it's only like you guys, like the adventuring party, the sheriff.
I get the feeling I know who took the ring.
That
He
Arden-
says, Sirac, he kind of shrugs and he says, Silence, you're partially right. He goes, but I didn't take the ring. I think my dad did.
Oh.
My dad is Artemis. And he's like, God, it's such a long story. He's like, I don't even know the man. All I remember is being kicked around from orphanage to orphanage. But as I've been like, you know, got old enough to leave on my own, I kept hearing tales about my father. And, well, apparently he has the ring. I've never met him, but from what I've learned, he has the ring. And maybe if they're trying to track him, maybe they're... And he gulps. You can see the Adam's apple rise. He's like, maybe they're tracking me. And his eyes are wide. He's like, I don't even know the man, and he's causing chaos in my life.
Huh. That explains why Vagina said his blood was here. He was meaning you.
Bad
nods.
blood runs deep.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
He nods. He says, I don't think I could stay here anymore. As he, like, means the town. He's like,
Most likely.
thanks for saving my life. If I was out fishing when this happened, they would have came right to me.
Maybe you best travel with us.
Could I? I gotta go south. I gotta go where it's hot.
Where it's hot. It wasn't this warm for you.
Not warm enough. I gotta get as far south as possible.
Well, let's start a fire on the old bitch, and that'll
At least-
warm up.
At least if I can get to Luskin, I can at least hop on a ship, but I can't stay here anymore. My life is in danger.
That's all right. We'll protect you. You just come with us. We're going to
Small
find
fee,
your,
of course.
we're going to find your father, the scurvy dog that he is.
Cloud has 3 orders of business whenever we get a chance.
I might have an idea. I know he had connections with a family in Waterdeep.
Ah, the old stomping ground. I may have heard of him.
What are their names here? Let me look.
Bobby Joe McAllister.
Bobby Joe, first name.
The Roaring Horn family. Roll me an intelligence history there, Bard.
Let's see.
I
What
think we
class was it
figured out. I
again?
think it was a +2. We figured it out to be.
D20, isn't it?
D20 +2. Yeah.
Wait a minute. D20 plus 2. Da, da, da. 12.
You have heard of the Roaring Horn family because they are a local noble family. You may not know much about them, but you know that they have like a big manor in the North Ward. Like you've heard of this family, yeah, Roaring Horn family, yeah. They got a manor in the North Ward.
Who hasn't heard of him?
Well, yeah,
Me.
the nobles. The Waterdeep politics with the nobles is like kind of a unique thing, right? Like it's
Yep.
like all the wards have like there's however many different wards, 6 different wards I think, and then every ward has like its nobles that kind of support the center of the ward, both socially, financially, whatever. And the Roaring Horn families, yeah, there. And Algreth, she's kind of like been looking at the gates, just like, oh, like these are going to have to be rebuilt, and all the NPCs but the lady survived, right?
I think we
Yep.
lost 2.
So,
No, I
okay,
think it's just
Algrith survived. Michael's what's her face ended up surviving. Sirik survived. Pardon me?
Beldora survived. Barely.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
survived.
Beldora. Yeah, Beldora survived.
She may have been
Sirik
knocked out.
survived.
Markham.
Algrith survived. the sheriff survived, and the Sir what's his face survived. Just
Yeah.
the lady died.
The
So
most-
five of the 6.
Only the most important one died.
The one with the 9 hit points.
Could,
Sirik says, let's take her to the temple. My friend, is the priest there? And he kind of shrugs. He's like, that's why I'm here. Meaning Bryn Shander. But, I'm gonna... Okay. I am looking up his buddy. I want to see if he has... Oh, he's the same level as you guys.
We should loot her body.
Yeah.
Oh, I want an eyeball. Can I have an eyeball?
I think we might get tossed out of the town for that.
I killed it. Well, I didn't kill it, but I want a giant eyeball.
Oh, a giant's. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
Yeti eyeballs. I need a giant's eyeball.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to stop you.
Can... What, only a Revivify would work, eh? Like, or only that's the only thing a person could have at this level, right? Is Revivify?
I
Yeah.
didn't take it because I didn't have diamonds. Now I do. I'll take it eventually.
Well, how long? How many days can she before Revivify? Or oh, yeah,
Yeah, she's super dead.
yeah, she is. Like,
Well, as the savior of the city, I name myself the new monarch. My first decree
well,
is that we name this place Giant Axe, and we release all the animals. No more animal slavery.
Oh, that will definitely get you kicked out of the town.
I'm the monarch.
yeah, that's all 10 towns votes on a leader.
I'll summon my giant bats, and we'll just carry around the giant axe everywhere. To depose everyone.
You can't name yourself leader just because some watery tart threw a magical sword at you.
Yeah. The sheriff and Sirik will like plan like getting her body to the temple. The sheriff actually is gonna go and overlook stuff all over, try to gather the men around, like the guards and the militia, and that's take care of like getting this gate built and all that type of stuff. I kind of want to call it there.
That would be good for me because things are running a bit late and I need to go.
And they say, you guys, yeah. I don't know. That's it. I was gonna say,
Good place to end it.
yeah. Let's just call it there because it's just basically trying to pull the stuff together, and we'll just continue it.
Did we catch a level by chance?
I don't know. That's exactly kind of what I was gonna say, but
Okay.
I'll leave a message right away, and I'll check like the adventure out, because yeah. So YouTube, there you go. But okay, where is that? Let's see this.
Alrighty.
I'm getting to the end here.
Let's see here. I'll stop the broadcast.
Yeah, stop
Bye,
the stream
YouTube.
and